trader trying to hide. If you are a UK consumer and find yourself in dispute with an EU trader, then please contact the UK European Consumer Centre for advice on 01268 88660, and this is weekdays between 9am and 5pm. The tip there that was given by the service director about finding the address is equally important when you're looking to book a holiday. If you can't find out everything you want to know about a company before you give them your credit card details, then don't deal with them. Just move on to somebody else. The amount of times I found websites I have no idea who the people are. So I didn't use them. I didn't recommend them to my clients. So always take due diligence. Remember you're covered if you make a credit card purchase under Consumer Act Section 75, but only if it's over £100 and less than £5,000, I believe. But always be careful. Always know what you're getting yourself into, and as I say time and time again, always read the terms and conditions. If you've bought something from Europe online and you had a problem, how did it go? I know it's not a travel story, but it is important, so please do share your experience at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Checking it out before you check in on the John Guinn Travel Show on ukhealthradio.com. I've mentioned airport security in the United States quite a few times during 2016, highlighting the fact that members of the staff at airports weren't checked, which meant there was an awful lot of gun running and drug smuggling around America using the airports because nobody was checked. Unlike the staff at UK airports who go through the same security checks as any passenger. And speaking to one or two people who work at airports, that can be a real pain in the butt. But anyway, here's another story about American airport security, but it's a good one, kind of. The year's almost over, and during 2016, the United States Transportation Security Administration, or TSA, has already found a record number of guns in passengers' carry-on bags. As of the 20th of November, a total of 2,916 firearms have been discovered at security checkpoints, according to the Arizona Sonora News tally of weekly data supplied by the TSA. The total for the year so far has broken the 2015 record haul of 2,653 guns, which most of them were loaded, and that was discovered in carry-on bags of people seeking to board airplanes. The trend of carrying guns when planning to board a plane, which has grown sharply in recent years, gives a whole new meaning to the phrase packing for the airport. However, the TSA said that those found with guns at security checkpoints typically explain that they commonly carry weapons in everyday life and simply forgot they had them in their bags when they went to the airport. Oh, we've all been there, because I forgot I had a knife in my bag once. Last year, according to the TSA, the top 10 airports of what it called gun catches were Dallas-Fort Worth, 153, Hartsfield, Atlanta, 144, Houston Bush Intercontinental, 100, Denver International, 90, Phoenix Sky Harbor, 73, Nashville International, 59, Seattle International, 59, Dallas Love Field, 57, Austin Bergstrom International, 54, and Houston Hobby, 52. Since two of each of the top 10 airports for gun catches were in Dallas and Houston, and one was in Austin, that means Texas airports accounted for over 400 of the guns discovered by the TSA last year. The gun numbers need to be viewed in the contents of total passenger numbers to make yourself feel safe. The TSA screens more than 800 million domestic passengers a year. Atlanta, the busiest airport, had 49.8 million departing passengers last year. Dallas-Fort Worth had 31.7 million, and Phoenix Sky Harbor had 22 million. And even Tucson International had 1.6 million departing passengers. So although this broke the records on finding firearms in hand luggage, it is a very small minority of travellers who are packing for the airport. I haven't travelled in America for an awful long time, but what about you? Do you feel safe when you go for domestic flights in America? Are you confident that the TSA are doing a good job? What's the way you feel you've been handled by the TSA? They do have a reputation of being nasty pieces of work. And I'd say I haven't experienced it for myself. What about you? Please do share your TSA experiences at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. According to ABTA, the Travel Association, winter holiday bookings are up 16% year on year. And it also shows that 3 in 10 people, 29%, are planning to take a winter break, with winter sun, you may be surprised to know, being the most popular holiday type. So when people are asked, will you take a winter holiday or break this year, yes was 29%, no was 45%, and don't know was 27%. ABTA found that people aged 25 to 34 are most likely to take a winter holiday, with over a third, 36%, planning to do so. This was closely followed by people aged over 65, which is 33%. The younger group, 18 to 24-year-olds, were the age group most likely to be undecided about taking a winter holiday, with a third, 33%, saying that they were uncertain. Of those planning a winter holiday, winter sun is the most popular holiday option, as I said at the beginning, with almost a third, 31%, choosing this type of trip, followed by city breaks and UK breaks. When asked, this is when people plan a winter holiday, when they were asked what type of winter holiday will you take, so winter sun 31%, city break 22%, UK break 14%, ski holiday 9%, cruise 5%, and Christmas market break and Northern Lights both had 4%. Winter bookings appeared to follow a broadly similar pattern to the summer, when a drop in business to traditional popular destinations such as Tunisia and Egypt, following high-profile terrorist incidents and changes to Foreign Office travel advice. This drove a growth in popularity to the Western Mediterranean in particular. According to GfK's Travel Leisure Monitor, bookings to the most popular winter holiday destination, which is Spain, are up 33% year on year. Portugal is looking very strong with bookings up 41%, and Cyprus is up to 34%. Away from Europe, long-haul sun seekers are driving growth into the winter market with bookings to the Caribbean, which is up 21%, and Asia 17%. Members of ABTA have also reported strong sales to Cape Verde. Mark Tanzer, the ABTA chief executive, commented, "It's very encouraging that bookings for a winter season are looking strong. With such a wide range of holiday options available to the winter months, from winter sun to city breaks, it's not surprising that so many people are planning a winter break." How about you? Are you planning a winter break? Over the last few weeks, I've shared plenty of UK break destinations that you could do, methods of booking. Is that what you're looking into, just to get away from your home but stay in the UK? Or are you looking for somewhere warm? Please do let me know. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show.
Hey Dave, it's your round, mate.
Yeah, my throat's drier than the Gobi Desert.
All right. Beers all round, yeah? Okay, which one of you jokers has got my wallet?
Well, I haven't got it. God, he'll do anything to save a few quid.
Yeah, that's right. He's always had short arms and long pockets.
Seriously, guys, someone's nicked it from my bag.
If you lose your wallet, passport or tickets while you're on holiday, your mates winding you up will be the least of your worries. Keep your valuable stuff locked up safely when you don't need it. And if you're on the beach or by the pool, only take the cash you need.
For more information, go to gov.uk/knowbeforeyougo or follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
You're listening to The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. I've just said that bookings to Spain are on the increase for winter sun. And bear in mind, I'm sure you heard about the chess master who fell from a balcony a few days ago. It seems a good time to mention that ABTA have reissued balcony warnings for Spain. And this is because the Foreign and Commonwealth Office has updated travel advice to Spain to advise British travellers regarding balcony falls and balconing. So ABTA is renewing calls for holidaymakers to take care and use their balconies safely. Earlier in 2016, there were 3 balcony falls reported to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, resulting in serious injury. This represents just a fraction of the total number of incidents. ABTA sees too many people badly injured or much worse because they've tried to climb over, jump or dive from the hotel balcony. A moment of thoughtlessness can have devastating impact, not just on the holidaymaker themselves, but to their family and friends. The Foreign Office Advice updated statement reads, "There have been a number of very serious accidents, some fatal, as a result of falls from balconies. Many of these incidents have involved British nationals under the influence of drink or drugs. Your travel insurance may not cover you for incidents that take place while you're under the influence of drink or drugs. Some local councils will impose fines on those caught behaving irresponsibly on balconies or practising balconing. ABTA and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office have put together the following tips on using balconies safely. Number 1, never lean over, sit or climb on the balcony wall or railings. Number 2, don't try to pass items to somebody on another balcony. Number 3, don't climb from one balcony to another. Number 4, never stand on balcony furniture. Number 5, never jump into the pool from your balcony. And also they say take extra care on balconies after drinking alcohol as your judgment may be affected. I remember giving a talk at a local sixth form about this, and it was a very nerve-wracking experience because there's nothing like teenage girls giggling when you're trying to present something. But when I showed the video that ABTA and the Foreign and Commonwealth Office put together a few years ago of people who had suffered from jumping out of a balcony, that soon got them to sit up and pay attention. So if you know somebody who's likely to be irresponsible when they're away on holiday, do remind them of the dangers of playing around on the balcony, and do always tell people that to check that their travel insurance will cover them should they have an accident if they're under the influence of drink or drugs. Not all the cheap travel insurance policies do, so it's just another reminder to always read the small print. Over the last few months I have mentioned Canada's ETA travel scheme, that it's going to become mandatory, then it's not, then the grace period was extended. Well, now British holidaymakers travelling to Canada must pay to enter the country. Canadian authorities introduced a new requirement for Britons to apply for an electronic travel authorisation, or ETA, before flying to the country in March, but could not make it compulsory after glitches affected the online application form. The leniency period has now ended, which means that anybody travelling from the UK wishing to enter Canada by air must buy a ETA for around $7 Canadian. I could put this in British pounds for you, but the way the pound is going up and down at the moment, it just seems a lot safer to say that it's $7 Canadian. The Canadian government this week issued a reminder to visitors. The ETA requirement allows Canada to check that travellers are admissible before they board their flight, preventing those that are inadmissible from travelling to Canada in the first place. However, those who arrive by land or sea, on a cruise ship for example, are exempt from the scheme. Travellers are required to fill out personal and health details in a similar fashion to the ESTA or ESTA required to travel to the US. The Canadian ETA is valid for 5 years or until the passenger's passport expires. And now the new ETA system has given Canadian officials the chance to introduce a third gender option for applicants. Those filling in the forms are now be able to choose between male, female and other. Have you ever arrived at a country without having a visa? Was you shipped straight back to where you come from? Was you able to sort it out when you were there? I do know somebody who was deported from the USA because they didn't have the right paperwork, and they went off on one with one of their words, and that was it. They were sent straight back. How about you? Have you ever experienced it? If you feel brave enough, please share your story at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. You can follow me on Twitter at holiday_hut. There's been a few stories recently involving drones and near misses with passenger aircraft. And the Civil Aviation Authority, the CAA, and the Air Traffic Control Body, NATS, has issued a new code for drone users in a bid to improve flight safety. Drones are obviously going to be very popular this Christmas, so it's a good time to bring out the regulations and the new code. And because of the probable increase in drone ownership over Christmas, the CAA has published a code on a new dedicated dronesafe.uk website. Andrew Sage, who's head of information at NATS, said drones are an incredibly inspiring technology, but it's vital using them safely. With the number of reported drone incidents on the rise, it is important that people understand their legal obligations to fly safe, having fun whilst ensuring the other users of UK's airspace are not put at risk. The code tells drone users that they should not fly near airports or airfields. Remember to stay below 120 metres or 400 foot. and at least 150 foot or 50 metres away from buildings and people. You should observe your